decide if Empire is going to land finals. For at Finem, actually same story. At Finem has 4 losses. We have 5 losses now for Team Empire, and that's what we look at if we see if people have a chance, if teams have a chance. And Empire, they can't really do it. Start of the game or start of the day, you said that it was going to be 2-0 for Empire.
Empire, yeah.
It was Matt who said it was going to be 2-0 for at Finem. What do you say, Jake?
What?
Okay, let's go into the draft.
All right.
Because it's already on the
We've done it.
We've done it, guys. Because I mean, the last few games were fairly on the long side. So,
Yeah.
Especially the first one, that was, of course. But yeah, we are in the draft, and I will tell you that it was an IO first ban for Team Empire together with the Nature's Prophet, with the Void and the Earth Spirit banned out by at Finem on the Radiant side. Oh, what?
Huh.
Okay.
Bounty opening.
Now these guys got a plan, dude. These guys.
Yeah, you have to have a plan if you first pick Bounty, because usually he's... Yeah, I guess you can first pick it, but it's usually a reactionary hero. You see like an Enigma, you see a Chen, you see an Ench, you're like, pick Bounty. Ench, maybe not so much.
I mean, basically, they're telling him, hey, don't pick any jungle heroes, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of forces them into a situation where you are less incentivized to pick those heroes. But at the same time, it's also very counterable. Like, picking an early Bounty, like you said, they have to have a plan. That's the only thing I can think of, because opening with that hero just seems really... Maybe it's an ad Finem thing. I was talking to Matt. He said he's watched the team scrim. He's played against them as well. He thinks they're very talented, but they have a tendency to pick these lineups that are really hard to run. And when you first pick Bounty, I feel like you're already making it a little bit hard on yourself in some ways. So
I believe that we have seen maybe next time play the... I'm looking it up right now, so it might take a little while because there's been a lot of games. I believe we have seen maybe next time play the Bounty Hunter. Very successful. But I will find out if that is the case. I actually found the game. They lost. Okay, never mind.
They lost. Okay, not a strong showing there.
Nope.
Unfortunate.
They were up against Vega that game.
Oh man, this is such a strong opening from Empire as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, this is the wild card strat, right? They know that Empire watches the replays. They look for it, so they go wild card. They just pick.
I'm just not a fan of the Bounty first pick.
You don't believe in wild card? Come on.
No, I mean, they could have a very good plan. I just don't know what it is.
Wild card.
So it's like, wild card, maybe. Or first pick Bounty, they get Beastmaster OD, and the game is hard.
The game is certainly going to be pretty well.
Well, we'll see what they do, because obviously it's just one hero, so we got a lot more to go.
Yeah, before the series in the pre-show, we talked a little bit about how at Finem is always the team with the plan.
Yep.
And how sometimes they can execute the plan and sometimes they can't, but even Matt was saying, like, the moment that they start executing properly, the plans that they have are really good.
Yeah, they'll be super dangerous.
They will be super dangerous. So this could be the game where they turn out to be super dangerous.
Wild card.
I suppose that makes more sense than why they banned the ES, because if you're going to pick Bounty Hunter, you don't want to play against an Earth Spirit. He's like another one of those heroes who has a tendency to move around a lot early game, and you just throw out a rolling boulder onto mid, you're just a nuisance, and maybe they're going to prioritize making that matchup a lot easier, so maybe they have something in mind that they want to pick against the OD, where the Bounty Hunter can set up a kill, like Invoker is still available.
Yeah? You think
they could just go for like the standard Invoker, but if they open Bounty, I feel like they're the type of team that's not going to just go for the Invoker, because that's like the meta pick,
what would
if you want to call it that.
What would you play against OD mid instead?
Instead of Invoker.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna play against?
I mean, you can do what Empire do. You can play Puck. It's not that bad. Like, you probably don't win the lane super hard or anything, but it's not like OD can ever kill you, and it's also impossible to set up a gank on a Puck.
Is Thug a Puck player?
Oh, he definitely is. He's a Queen player too, though.
He's mostly. Known for
I think they would probably pick him Queen, but I know he does play Puck. I've played against him in pubs, and he's played that hero, so I definitely know it's in his arsenal. But they're gonna go with the Sven. They're picking it into Beastmaster OD, which I find they gotta have. Okay, I'm like super confused right now. I am mega confused. Wild.
They have a plan.
Okay, so this is the reason why I think it's weird. They already have lockdown through BKB, right? So they have to have some hero that's gonna help set up for the Sven. Maybe it's Bat, maybe it's Puck, maybe it's whatever. But they have to pick one of those heroes now to help the Sven actually stay on target.
Yeah.
They banned, or IO's banned, you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means there's no IO.
So
there's no relocate.
gyrocopter,
So there's no like
no
relocate
orc.
into Bounty Hunter combo, which is very commonly seen. So that's also not available. I have actually no idea where they're going with this.
And they also
This could be their key though. Element of surprise.
You confuse them.
Yeah.
And then you hit them with like a rope-a-dope fourth pick, and they're just like, "What's happening? We lost."
They got rope-a-dope. That's what I'm talking about.
It could happen. It could happen.
Probably not gonna happen.
This is why we need Matt over here, because he's seen the team play. So he's probably over there explaining to Owen right now why they're picking this stuff. But I haven't seen them scrim, so I don't know why they're picking this.
What is rope-a-dope?
It's like hitting with the okie doke. You know what I mean? They just don't know what it is. They don't know. That's the whole point. Is what is the rope-a-doke?
Rope-a-dope's a strat.
you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And then it's a rope-a-dope.
You bring
because
him
you
into
don't
the
know.
corner. Help.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right, I got this. All right. Rope-a-dope's no boxing term, right? Okay. You bring him into a corner. Guy thinks he's gonna be able to hit you. What do? You dodge. You tire him out. You rope him in that corner, and then boom.
Oh, is it actually? Because that would make sense slightly, but he could.
I don't actually know if that's where it comes from. He could just be making some random. I feel like he's the type of guy who knows enough about useless crap to where he would know that.
There's the boxing term, and then there's the term in juvie.
Oh, hey, you talked about this guy before.
Who did I talk
Before the
about?
show even started, the Tusk.
The Tusk, yeah.
You did.
Did we?
Was it you?
I don't know. Probably. I talk about a lot of stuff.
Tusk is really good.
We talked about it, and then was it like, yeah, but only eHome picked it at the Shanghai.
Oh,
Major?
yeah, that's right.
That was you, right?
Whoa, yeah.
He's really good at punishing, though. Like, against heroes like Bounty, this is basically the substitute for an Earth Spirit when you can't get your hands on it. He's a hero who's going to be very active early, looking for kills. You already have your offlane Beastmaster, so you need another hero that's going to help, control the lane and deal with the Bounty. And Tusk is a really good hero for that. And also, it helps you actually kill. So if you get a really good Ice Shard onto specific heroes, like even the Bounty, if he's caught on the river or something, you can block him completely, you can kill him. So it's a very strong hero. Not seen too much, obviously, but very good.
Kind of a niche pick. God, you know what I would really love to see is a Tusk Scepter. I think I've ever seen that one time in my entire
Tusk Scepter. I saw
Walrus
Universe buy it when he used to play for EG. That was the one game I think I remember seeing it. He bought it when they had already won. And then
when he used to play for EG.
Yeah.
It sounds so sad.
Sounds weird, right? When he
does.
used to play for EG.
It's like, oh.
Well, you won't have to say it for long. He'll be back soon.
He'll be back. They always come back.
They always come back
That's
to steal
true.
a different player. So, all right, anyway, we should move on. Bane picked up here. Bane is...
Okay, so both of their supports are really good against Bounty. And I think the whole purpose of the Bounty was to help try to win mid, because that's typically what the hero's for, right? Or you win A lane with it.
Yeah.
You go there, you punch him, you maybe set up a kill or two, and you just pressure. But Bane and Tusk are really hard for Bounty Hunter to pressure. Like, really, really hard. Bane maybe even more so than the Tusk. Because if you start hitting him, he hits you back, and then you get brain sapped, and then you're like, oh, well, I actually just don't do anything now. So I think the Bounty is going to kind of struggle early game, personally. Like I said, though, Mad knows way more about this than I do. He's seen the team.
Okay, so...
Maybe he sees his draft and he knows exactly what's going to happen. I'm putting a lot of pressure on him. I'm sure he'll pull through, though.
He's gonna analyze this to perfection.
I'm absolutely sure.
Like in the first 5 minutes, Owen's not gonna say anything, and it's just like gonna let Matt explain.
My head's actually gonna explode from the knowledge.
This is gonna go for.
I think I just saw him playing Smash outside, so that's probably not good.
He just hasn't watched any of it. He's like, oh, he's like, what are they doing? And then I would look very silly.
All right. So if Bounty Hunter doesn't have a good early game, what does he do?
You soak a lane. Like, you say you get this Death Prophet level 6 and you start pushing, you use Warcry, you have Ruler Restoration, they got some good sustain, they got good 5-men. You just give Bounty the lane until he hits 6, so he might go off lane depending on what they pick. They could actually decide to just say, we're not going to roam Bounty and put him in the off lane. Because I feel like that might almost be better than picking an actual off lane hero, because I feel like it's going to be so hard for him to do anything that he might get more out of just literally sitting in a lane and doing nothing else. But we'll see. I doubt that's the case, but it could happen. And then once he gets tracked...
strategy.
Yeah, once you get tracked, you actually just run at them. Like, you have Warcry movement speed, you have Bounty Hunter movement speed. It makes it very easy for you to stay in Soul Siphon range, or Spirit Siphon, whatever the heck it's called.
Yep.
And you just run at people and you spook them. That's what you do.
So who are we looking at here for Team Empire? I mean, it really seems like they need a very good lockdown, yeah?
Well, let's see. They already have Beast and Bane, so they have their BKB lockdown pretty much. Okay. And Tusk Punch also goes through BKB, so I really think this Sven is going to have an absolute nightmare of a time staying on anyone. I feel like they need maybe a more single target to help kill the Sven and the Death Prophet, because they have a ton of lockdown, but their single target is
The Spectre got removed. Which core would you think for Empire? Maybe an Ursa?
Gonna be a bear.
Yeah?
Maybe a bear. Very high burst damage. Great against Death Prophet.
Yeah, very good.
You go in, you pop in Rage, you just bam, punch him.
You want to get rid of that spook.
And you have Fiend's Grip lockdown, and you have Roar.
Actually,
and there are
Nightmare is not bad either.
Yeah.
You can just clap and get that.
Yeah, there's no saves on the side of Finem. So do they go back and put the Bounty off lane and pick like Avenge or something? I don't know, man. It really feels... I feel like Empire just outdrafted them super hard this game.
Oh my god.
What?
This is an Omni game, dude.
Is it an Omni game?
This is an Omni game, bro. This is it. Please. Purification to get rid of the Ursa. You can repel to take off the
It doesn't
nightmares.
get rid of the Ursa. You don't purify and the bear just disappears. He's still there with Enrage on it, like 95% health going, Bro, I'm a bear.
They don't like the light. They don't like the Lord. They don't like the omniscience. Bear.
Maybe
bear
Abaddon. Maybe Abaddon, but not Omni.
Hey,
Absolutely
you can have an invisible bounty hunter next to a target and heal that guy.
Boom, dude.
Boom.
All right.
The
They could
invincible
actually.
spokes.
They could go for like a DS. They could go for like a DS bounty lane, and then just Ion Show the
Darkseer
bounty.
is
and-
banned.
He's banned.
Yes.
I wish I
Dark-
had my glasses.
Darkseer and Bat Rider are banned.
I just thought about it and I was like, oh, that would actually be really good. And then I can't actually see the screen. So.
Which offlaners would there be left though?
Night
Stalker.
Stalker. Okay.
Damn it.
A little bit of a different approach. It's really good though, because he's one of those heroes that's so mobile in the fights that you can throw out silences. You can interrupt the Fiend script really easy with Night Stalker, right? You just run around, do your thing. It's like, okay, he's Fiend scripting, boop, hit him with a void, hit him with a silence. You can put the silence onto Ursa as well. 5 seconds, he can't enrage, can't really deal any damage. I think it's probably one of the better picks they could have gone for since DS was banned.
But who's gonna win?
Oh, Empire gonna win.
Empire
I think
gonna
their draft I think is way better, in my opinion.
Empire's absolutely gonna win, but
But
I'm up for the wild card, dude. I'm going in on team, whatever their name is. Ad
Finem.
Wow.
Come
Come on, dude.
I'm
You're
just kidding.
best.
I know
Come
their
on,
team is
dude.
Ad Finem.
I
At
shall
Victoria
go-
Brothers wild card. We
You're-
got this.
You're hosting
Team
the E-Game
Empire.
Olympics.
I am. Ad Finem is not going to be there. So let's-
Wow.
Savage.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I think I'm gonna let Matt decide if Ad Finem is gonna take it. I've already said Team Empire, and I believe that that's gonna be the case. But maybe Matt knows exactly what Ad Finem is gonna do. We're gonna find out if he knows what the plan is, because it is time for Game 1: Ad Finem versus Team Empire with Matt and Odie Pixel.
And indeed, a very warm welcome to you, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the second series of the day, and Matt's shaking his head there to some of the panelists' comments.
Way
or-
too much pressure, man.
Too much
I
pressure.
don't think I can handle that.
You'll be fine, lad. We've got it here. And Ad Finem versus Empire, indeed, the two teams meeting now, and this is game one. And Matt, yeah, well, do your stuff. Tell us what's going on here between the two sides.
There's gonna be, I mean, they want to secure lanes at Finem for sure. The Bonnie first pick is not surprising. It's something they run a lot. They didn't really have a clear plan. They just love having, like, the way maybe next time plays. He likes to roam. He likes to like get information, sort of create space. So he's always playing those like Bounty, Bane, sort of annoying heroes. But like the panel said, in that game at Finem, they have really good support to actually deal with the Bounty. They don't really care. The Bane or the Tusk, they don't care running into the Bounty. It's not a problem. The Night Stalker aspect can also be explained by the fact that it's a great counter against Beastmaster. Like, usually you pick Beastmaster for that Hawk, for the global vision, the information that you can get. So when you get to those mid-late game, it's probably almost darkness. Like it's darkness all the time. So the Hawk doesn't give you any information almost. So it really shuts down the Beastmaster, and I think it was a great last pick. It's also quite a strong laner. Although the Ursa might still be able to kill him, but I think the lanes are going to be very decisive in this game for both teams.
We've seen the mid lane already with the sentry down, Scandal, making it very well known that MNT is under vision, and well, they're actually going to try and go in a bit on Scandal. Scandal taking a fair bit here.
He did not buy his salve yet. Or okay, no.
No, these guys just come out from Tusk.
It's going to be very needed.
I mean, this kind of duel on duel mid. Who should be coming out top? Well, actually, hold that bottom lane, Afterlife.
I think it's going to be an even lane. It had to be an even lane because of the pressure from the Bounty and the Tusk. Like, it's going to be sort of a 2 versus 2 on that lane. They're going to play without sentries, but the OD is not really going to be able to pressure the DP, and same goes for the DP, because if you go on his high ground when the Tusk is here, you're going to die, and same goes for the Bounty OD, the Bounty DP combo. The Night Stalker is struggling a bit. Ursa is a very strong hero with Night Stalker. He can just buy boots, Orb of Venom, and run you down. So, and he did not go for this Iron Talent. So the Bounty is he's gonna need to help the Night Stalker. Else the Night Stalker is gonna be super poor in this game. He needs to help him get some sort of space and levels. And as soon as the Night Stalker hits level 4, he's gonna be roaming anyway. He doesn't want to stay here.
CMNC just scanned this
He
out
might
from the
die.
posture, and Rams is looking
He's
to
gonna
go in. Indeed, they've got the shards to block him up, and as you said, they've got a lot of control on this lane, and they just need to allow Ursa to get him with the punches. They should be able to find the kill each and every time. Bottom lane, Afterlife. Tick down a bit to the Maledict, but he's got the Tango regen, so he will be fine. But I mean, if you are this Night Stalker, I guess this was the trouble as well. If you don't find a lot in this lane, it's not really like you're the world's fastest jungle. I guess you can get an Iron Talon and try and work with that, but it's a hard lane for him.
If he goes jungle, he's gonna get like level 3, 4 by the time the night kicks in, and it's honestly reasonable.
Yeah.
I think it should have been the approach. He probably expected the bounty. Maybe there is a bit of miscommunication. He was like he expected the bounty to play with him on that lane, so they could actually try to pressure. But I don't think it makes sense. Like, you don't really want to pressure those heroes, honestly. Sure, Ursa's gonna get 5 CS less, but does it really matter? Like, at the end of the day, that safe lane is really hard to contest. Like Bane, Tuskar, Ursa, like it's such a strong lane. So the Night Stalker should just focus on getting early levels, so when the Night kicks in, he can actually pressure.
In that respect as well, do you feel that the bounty's got to kind of hang around here top to allow a little bit of safety for the Night Stalker, or should he be kind of turning more towards trying to harass down the OD in the mid lane?
I think he should harass the OD. He can even get kills on the Beastmaster if he doesn't expect it, and now he just suicided to neutrals. It might be scary, but the OD has quite a lot of damage. He's not gonna die. He has a fair fire. Yeah, he should be fine. But it's still a lot of pressure on the OD. Very interesting pressure because he was really close to his bottle, and now he's not gonna get it. And DP has it on the way, so a bit of an edge for the DP on this lane. And yeah, Night Stalker is a bit sad because he didn't go for the Iron Talent, so he's gonna struggle a bit. But I mean, he might be fine. The first night is gonna help him come back.
I mean, when the first night comes out as well, what do you expect to see the Night Stalker do?
No, they're not gonna kill him. I don't think he dies.
Maledict and Stormhammer.
He's level 1. Oh, nice block
body
from
blocks.
Madara.
They might just do that. I wish not to get those extra punches in. The
He
very
might
far
actually die
regen.
with the body block. That's gonna be very close.
Oh!
That was very close. Really good body block from Madara. Very nice one. I was level 2 Maledict. Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage. Interesting build from the Witch Doctor, actually. Very aggressive build.
Oh, it certainly pays off there.
Most of the offlaners aren't really used to that. Usually you go for the heal, and so when you see the Maledict, it's already too late. Yeah, tough game for the Night Stalker. Tough game. He can't jungle without the Iron Talent, that's for sure. It's not effective at all.
Can he even achieve anything this first night, do you feel?
He's level 2, he doesn't have boots. I don't think he can now. He could have if he was like level 4 with decent farm. Had he farmed that camp like 2 or 3 times.
He's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be a bit harder to catch, but if the Ursa gets on top of him with the first spell and the Overvenom, he probably has one. Even if he doesn't, honestly. If he slows him, he's dead. Ursa's running towards him. I don't think he makes it. Yeah, with the snowball, he's dead. Even with the nighttime, like, this is so much damage. So much damage. Really tough game for Night Stalker.
I mean, mid lane though, they do still find themselves a kill in return.
They're getting really good trades.
Yeah, the fact that Night Stalker's suffering, they're trading it for an OD suffering in the mid lane. That's got to be good.
The problem is that, like, your Night Stalker, this is when you come back, usually during the first night, right? If you had a tough lane, because if he still struggles right now, then it's going to be another day phase where he's going to be completely useless. Usually you want him to have a decent time and then try to work to him, like get him Midas or face boots or whatever that can help him carry a bit his momentum. But that's good rotation from the bounty, I think. Yeah, honestly, it's good.
It's Maledict again, and it's a kill every time.
Yeah. So we see both offlaners, they're struggling a lot. They're playing versus really strong lanes, and they did not start with a jungle-oriented build. The Beastmaster bought a Quilling Blade. He's probably thinking about it, but he just can't get that boost of gold that's gonna help him get that item. So it's the game is completely dead even, actually. I mean, if you don't take the mid lane into account.
Yeah, the mid lane's certainly where there's a bit of a different story going on, but top lane we might see something go down and get onto the Night Stalker mid posture. Looking to position himself here behind that tower, hoping that his teammates can push this in so they can get a chance to go in. He's actually just going to run straight for it.
He's going to go for it.
Yeah.
He has a DD as well, or he doesn't? No, he doesn't. Oh, that was very close.
Yeah.
It would have been a kill for sure.
It's a little unfortunate there. I guess just kind of underestimating the speed that this Night Stalker had and cutting it short with the shards.
Skanda is not having a good game. Like, he's been like pressured a lot, and the Tusk hasn't helped mid at all. Actually, he's been like focusing down the Night Stalker. I mean, I think it's gonna pay off in the sense that, as you said, like, Night Stalker doesn't come back easily. But OD is also one of those heroes that he kind of needs a good start. So it's a bit of a tough decision for the Tuskar. He definitely made his choice, and he like focused the Night Stalker really hard.
Afterlife now going for a bit of choke point jungling here, but there's going to be a rotation, and MNT, they're going to spawn him out. They've got Spartan here as well, and with the Maledict, there's not a hope here for this Beastmaster.
This Maledict definitely paid off. Like, it did so much in this game. So very good decision by the captain of Finem.
They have got the dust out onto Bounty, but MNC...
He can walk to the right.
Yeah.
He places a ward. He's actually going to be fine. The dust is going to run out. Is that...
Oh, if he loses
the
too
mana
much
burn?
intel, though. Oh, he got it off.
Alright.
He's under the tower, though.
That was close. A bit of misplay from the bounty hunter, but the idea was there.
Yeah, very close to surviving through that. Yeah, there's a tier 2 there.
Beastmaster is like, so I can't be on the lane, I can't farm the big cannon, what am I gonna do in this game? What's my business?
I mean, as you say, it's just not a great game for offlaners, this one.
It really isn't.
Mid lane trying to go down to Scandal. He'll hold back the Death Prophet there with Nastrum, but Poshka's there as well, so it's hard really for the side of Finem to go in on him. But as you said, the damage may have already been done, as we're seeing Death Prophet with about a 1.3k net worth lead on this OD just 7.5 minutes in.
Both lineups are very balanced, I feel. I actually like the Finem lineup as well. It can get very scary. Like, the way that lineup works is they take advantage of the Night Stalker vision, they just open the fight. They're gonna need to blink on Sven at some point for sure. They open the fight on someone, they just burst him down.
Get the courier here.
And then they just
What's
chase
the courier
people.
got on? Anything tasty?
Yeah,
That's the recipe for something. Oh, he got it
though.
Yeah.
It's still like XP, gold. It's so good for the bounty when you get those courier. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care about dying, honestly. This is 100% worth it. That ulti though,
That
it's
could be a bit of a waste of the exorcism.
Yeah. Is he gonna get him? I don't think so. That was a bit of a waste, unfortunately. The shards were really well positioned.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the fact that this Ursa has got that Mask of Madness, the killing potential is very, very high for Ramses. We've seen already, he's got the teammates to set it up. And pretty much everyone, especially when the Beastmaster hits 6, you got your Roar, your Astrals, your Shards, your Nightmares, everything to allow you to close the gap in top lane. Snowball stun, it's going to connect, and the Shard block's there. In comes Ramses.
Damage.
Actually going to back off there. He's going to play it safe because Spartan comes in, and Spartan with the Death Orb will actually punish the Tusk.
Spartan with the plays, making sure that his team does well. And this is the type of like action that Night Stalker really needs at this stage. Like, it's good XP, good boost of gold, and it's during daytime, so it's like better than what it like. That's the best situation for him to try to come back in this game because he's having a really tough game. The next big objective for Empire is going to be the Roche.
Scan up.
In that one.
Cast into the attack from Bounty and he's gone. I mean, we're seeing just time and time again.
They
This
could go on the
Bounty.
Tusker as well. He doesn't have a Siphon though.
Oh, might have to be toggled off, Doug. He has got this DD though, and that's more than enough. I mean,
this is getting out of control actually.
It really feels like on the side of Finem, just this Spartan and Bounty combo. This, you know, it's doing so much work. This Bounty Witch Doctor, every lane, it's getting kills every time with the Maledict and the Bounty surprise attack.
And that's only because they shut down that Beastmaster so much that they can afford roaming around, and this Sven just doesn't care. He can bully the Beastmaster by himself because he's so fat that the Beastmaster can't trade hit. He just runs at the summons, kills them. He greeds in the jungle, so Sven is having the best time of his life.
Tread Town 10 minutes in with 1k and so.
Exactly, and the supports are roaming at the same time and doing a lot of work. So Finem is playing that very smart. If it wasn't for the Night Stalker dying a bit too much, I'd say on the off lane, that's like the dream laning phase for them. Because this isn't when they start greeding. Like, the way they're going to play right now is just going to get information with the bounty. The Witch Doctor and the DP are going to slowly farm, just be ready to like counter initiate, or you can't really dive this lineup. It's so scary to dive against Track, DP ultimate, and then the Sven's just going to farm. They don't really want to fight yet. The Sven needs to get at least 1 or 2 items, let's say SNY, Blink, and then he's going to be ready to fight. It's a bit too early for now. This is the phase where Sven just wants to greed.
Yeah, I mean, and it really is the fact that you look at those net worths, and it's the top 3 farming, and there's 2 on the side of Finem, and 4.9, 4.8, 4.7, and then a huge drop off of 2k down to that OD.
And it's not a good Ursa game. I don't think it's such a good Ursa game. They have very mobile heroes. They have the Sven Sur spell, the Track, like the movement speed boost with the Track, the DP that's naturally fast. It's Night Stalker. It's not easy to catch those heroes. They do have good disables in Bane, Tusk, and Beastmaster, but I mean, Ursa's gonna lack vision. It's really not an easy game for Ursa. He needs Aegis, he needs to snowball.
We're going to see if they can make something happen in the mid lane. They've got their eyes onto Scandal again. I mean, poor Scandal.
He's gonna know they have a ward. Like, they're just diving all the time carelessly. So it means that they know they can actually do this. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Empire is aware that they have a ward behind the tower.
Oh, Miposhka, you cannot hang around here. And it's track kills as well at this point.
And you might wonder why he reacted so late. It's because it's darkness. Like, if you look at the timer, you see that blue thing. It means that the vision is really reduced. They don't see anything pretty much. Can they try to... Honestly, if they could secure themselves the Roche at Finem on the back of a good fight or a good pick-off, it would be huge. It would be game-winning, I think.
Yeah, taking that away from you.
With the DP ulti, yeah.
Because when you run that kind of lineup, if you're Empire, you are relying on getting that Aegis.
You really are. You really are.
And we'll see, just taking these towers as well, securing this area around the Roche pit, it's kind of just leading to exactly that for Finem.
This is the second night. They're trying to get the tower. They have the DP ulti. I think that fight is pretty hard. That fight is hard.
He's grip onto Skylar. Ramses comes in trying to work his way through. Skylar can take the kill here, but as you said, Deathboard and X is forcing Empire back. They're being tracked up. The chase down is there. They've managed to find themselves the kill ultimate posture. Storm Hammer onto Scannel. It's a second kill. And it's 2 track kills as well. Tower to go. And as you said, with the third one dropping, you can't hold.
They're so tanky.
Finem.
Like they have so much movement speed, so much armor with the Sven, the cask. It's such a hard fight to take. It's so hard. Like unless you open on the DP, I think that's the only situation where you can actually commit to the fight. Like sure you open on the Night Stalker, but he doesn't do so much. Anyway, he's gonna throw 1 ward or 2. He doesn't do much besides giving vision.
That's not gonna work.
Yep.
But I mean, just things like that. You're not going to be able to bring the game back if you're throwing heroes in like that.
The game is out of control right now. They're losing towers when they shouldn't, because they have a good lineup at defending those towers. They can just push out with the shards, the axes. Yeah, this is out of control.
13 minutes in.
Completely out of control. Because this is the very moment in the game where Empire should be playing slow and smart.
More ancients.
Get a pick off, get the Roche, and like start snowballing slowly, like bit by bit. But this is not like this, would say FNG, not like this.
I mean, yeah, look at you see at the moment, the Sven, he's pretty much got the same net worth as the Urs and the OD put together. It's very close to
I mean, he had a dream game. He kept on farming, stacking ancients, farming them.
If this Roche fight goes bad for Empire as well, that could be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, definitely. They need that fight to go well. They didn't use much. They have everything ready besides the finger.
How long to exorcism?
They don't have it. It's very long cooldown.
Yeah, as you said, just still 40 seconds.
They need to win this fight, but like you're fighting against Witch Doctor without summons. It's such
Ramses is caught out the front of it, and it's just disappears.
Yeah, see you later.
Maybe
next time.
Play from Finem.
Maybe next time.
And these track kills, it's gonna be another one as the Void comes through. You could try CP and he might just, and he does.
Yeah, good CP out, good awareness.
Oh, but this game, Finem, 13-5, 14 minutes in. I mean, is this down to the player, or from the start, could you maybe foresee this happening down to the draft? Is this an out draft, or what's going on in there?
I mean, in theory, the way the fight are gonna develop is like the Sven's gonna open on the guy and kill him. They have ways to stop him. They have Roar and Tusk, but yet again, they're playing in darkness. Like they don't see anything. It is actually so hard for the Tusk to
and you can't fly into this if Exorcism.
You can't.
No.
And the Tusk is playing without a blink, so he needs to run in. He doesn't see anything, and he needs to try to snowball the target. He's just gonna get silenced or stunned.
Scannel.
They don't see anything. He doesn't see them.
There's a big snowball. They're trying to go for him. And, it's the Storm Hammer coming out to Ramses. He's silenced them as well.
Look at the DP ulti. Look at the damage.
Oh, it's over, surely. 3 dead on the side of Empire. They will manage to find the Death Prophet, but it's over. Game. It is all over at Finem. Absolutely destroying Empire.
There you go. What a performance by Finem. They played that perfectly. The supports did so much. Spartan and the Bounty Hunter. Great performance by the supports. Great rotations. Like, honestly, they outplayed Empire. Like, they outplayed them so hard.
I really think that is, you know, in the laning stage, the Witch Doctor and the Bounty. They did
so much work.
At Finem in the draft, you were like, they do this pretty much every time they pick that bounty first, and you can see why, because they know perfectly how to play with it. You get the ball rolling, you get that track online at good 10 minutes when it came on, and you know the